What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? So today, guys, don't be afraid to be different, have some fun, and be yourself, guys. But John and I just wrapped up playing outside. John ended up breaking his stick, and I ended up winning. And yeah, so it was fun. And he ended up I scored. He threw his stick at the net to try and save it, and then it hit the post and broke. And then he took a slap shot, and then it broke even more. So I'm wearing this Pittsburgh Penguins hat because they're playing tonight. They're third in the Metro right now with 81 points, and Carolina is behind them by 2, and they play Columbus, which Columbus is behind Pittsburgh by 4. And if Pittsburgh wins tonight, which they play Columbus, they have 83. And Pittsburgh, it's a must-win tonight, and Columbus is also playing it, and they have 79. And we need Columbus to lose. So yeah, I'm just wearing this hat and also these Penguin socks because, I don't know, I want them to win.
Here's a dance you want to do. Let me introduce to you. Posing, everybody pose.
Alright guys, so I'm back outside right now. It is just me, and I'm just gonna be shooting on the net, just having some fun. But yeah, so like I said earlier, the Penguins are playing later tonight. I'm excited for that game. I hope Pittsburgh wins. It's a need win for Pittsburgh tonight. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna make an edit.
The dance you want to do. Let me introduce to you. Posing, everybody pose. Get a partner, then begin. Hold whatever pose you're in. Posing, everybody pose. Get a partner, then begin. Hold whatever pose you're in. Posing, everybody pose. Everybody then dance. Everybody then dance. Everybody then dance. Everybody then.
Alright guys, so I'm back inside right now, and we just finished dinner. We had some spaghetti with some garlic bread, but the Penguins are currently playing against the Columbus Blue Jackets right now, and it is not a good start to the game. It is 1-0 for Columbus. Hopefully Pittsburgh can get this game back right now and score some quick ones. Boone Jenner scored is what I saw, and they scored with like 2 minutes into the game. So I'm gonna go watch that game. The game just started. Yeah, so I'm gonna go watch the Pittsburgh Penguins play. So after the Columbus Blue Jackets got a shorthanded goal, I'm now wearing my Penguins jersey, but Pittsburgh got a goal, so it's now 2-1 for Pittsburgh. I still have hopes about it and all of this, but yeah, so I've worn a bunch of Penguins jerseys. Here are some. So that's my Crosby jersey from the 2008 jersey. That's okay, so that's Thomas Vokoun, the goalie. And there's John with his Malkin Winter Classic jersey. There's me with my Sidney Crosby 2008 Stanley Cup jersey. There's me with Robert Bertuzzo and John, and I'm wearing the St. Patrick's Day jersey. I love that jersey. That's a really nice jersey. And then here's Dustin Jeffrey with me in my Marc-Andre Fleury jersey. There's me with Marc-Andre Fleury with my, I believe, Jordan Staal jersey. It's a Winter Classic one. And then over here is me with Sidney Crosby, believe it or not, with the 2008 Stanley Cup jersey. Yeah, so when I met Sidney Crosby, it was a really, really cool experience because only a certain amount of people get to meet him behind, and he was in his Range Rover, and I didn't get selected first, but then my mom pulled through, and then I got to meet him, which was really cool. I got to talk to him for about a minute or two. It was just a really, really cool experience. And then here, I was just going down to the pool, and then the bartender said, "Hey, there's Steve McIntyre." And a little backstory is that I was there, like we arrived into the hotel, and in the elevator I had my Penguins jersey, my Penguins hat, my Penguins blanket, my Penguins pillow, and Steve McIntyre, which we didn't know at the time, said, "You a big Penguins fan?" I was like, oh yeah. And then shortly after we went down for breakfast the next morning. I went up to the bar and just sat at the bar, and I was like 8 or something. It was like 20 out of 2011, I believe. I was like 8 or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. 8 years ago, I guess it would be 8 years. 8 years ago. Yeah, I was 8. I was 8. I was 8. And so. And Steve McIntyre was at the bar, and my mom said, "James, get down from there." And then we were going down to the swimming pool, as you guys can see here, and I met he was there, and that's the bartender right there that said, "Oh, there's Steve McIntyre." I was wearing I had to go back upstairs and get my Fleury jersey. I asked him if I could, and he was like, "Sure," and he was talking to my mom. And Steve McIntyre was a defenseman. He was like 6 foot something. He was humongous. And besides him, like, bending down to like take a picture with me. But yeah. So those were really good experiences. But I'm going to go now and finish watching the Penguins game. So Pittsburgh ended up losing 4-1 against Columbus. Murray had a really, really good game. He kept Pittsburgh in. It could have been like 10-1. It wasn't a good game for Pittsburgh, bottom line. But I don't know. Pittsburgh's gonna have to bounce back tomorrow, facing Boston. Boston has like, I forget, points in like 19 games or something crazy like that. I don't know, something crazy, but yeah. So Pittsburgh's gonna have to bounce back tomorrow. They play tomorrow, but Pittsburgh is still in a playoff spot. They have 81 points, and Columbus moves to 79. Montreal has 79, and Carolina has 79. Pittsburgh needs Carolina to lose tonight in order to stay in the Metro, and if they lose, they'll go back down to the first place wild card spot. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, they'd go down to the first place wild card spot. I'm a little bit disappointed, but oh well, what can you do? They're still in a playoff spot. They're fighting for a playoff spot with about, I think it's 15 more games left to go. And Tampa clinched a playoff spot today, which is pretty cool. And they don't need any more points, but of course they're gonna get more points, but they don't need any more points because they already have enough. They have 108 now because they won tonight against Detroit. But yeah, so Pittsburgh lost. Just gonna watch some TV on our TV down here. Yeah. So I have this NHL book here, and it has some old like NHL stuff in it. So the first thing is a letter from the White House in April 2nd, 1982, and it says here's the letter, and it says, "Dear Mr. Ziegler, I just want to thank you for the kind letter and to tell you what a pleasure it was for me to host the gathering prior to the 34th National Hockey League All-Star Game. I was delighted to join your fellow NHL officials, and so many fine athletes over lunch, and to share my thoughts about this magnificent sport. Having time with such a distinguished group made February 8th a particularly memorable day for me, and I hope the same can be said for the captive audience that was forced to listen to reminiscences of my own hockey career. You also have my sincere gratitude for the thoughtful remembrances you presented to me. It was truly a great honor to receive the lettered All-Star jersey and the inscribed replica of the Stanley Cup. I have already expressed my thanks to you all, but I have specially wished you to know that these gifts will be most treasured for the friendship they represent. With my best wishes to you all and the officials and players in the NHL for many great seasons to come. Sincerely, Ronald Reagan. Okay. There's a president, and yeah, so it's a letter from the President Ronald Reagan in 1982. 1,500. The second prize 1,250. Third prize 750. Fourth prize 500. Fifth 250. 10th 50. 20th 25. 250 $1. I don't know what this is, but I think this is gambling or like a contest. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but these are actual things as well. But like, I don't know. Here's like, this is what the book looks like. This is the book. That's the book, and it just has all these things in it. So teams from like the early 1900s right here, and like that's, I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. So this book is really interesting. Hold on, there's more stuff in here. Where is it? So we're going through the introduction, and now we have, what do we got here? Canada Pacific Railway Company's Telegraph. What is this? When was this though? This was some thing, I guess. I don't know what it is, but like, it's pretty cool, I guess. Here, this is what it is. Like, I don't know. I guess it's I don't know what it is, honestly, but it seems pretty cool because it's old. I know these are replicas, but like, these are pretty cool. Okay, here we go. Birth of the league. National Hockey League players contract regular. Whoa. Alright. So this is a player's contract. This is what a player's contract looks like in the early 1900s. Whoa, this is actually really cool. I don't know when I got this book. Oh, there's also another thing in here. Here it is. This is gonna be the last thing. Hockey, the international sport, 1958 to 1959, and it's just the final standings, statistics. What do we have? The Canadian, we're at the top with 70 games played, 39 wins, 18 lost, 13 tied. They had 91 points, in the team below them, Boston had 73. Detroit was at the bottom. Rangers 64, Toronto 65, and Chicago had 69 points. This book is super interesting. This book, This is an interesting, guys. So I know today wasn't like a super interesting video. I promise you tomorrow will be an interesting video. So this week is of course March break, and I tweeted out that I'm not doing 7 days of March break this week or this year. So I'm not doing that. 7 days of challenge break is done. But like I said, I have like my new series, which is my cartoon series, which is every other Friday, so every second Friday, and then my The Way Life Goes series is like gonna probably come out soon, another episode, which will be episode number 4, and then Our World, it is volume 2, it's coming out soon. The title will be released. It is not called volume 2. The title will be released, and yeah, so that all is happening. I'm working on all that stuff. But yeah, guys, so I do believe that is going to have to end off today's video. So I basically like to thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed, and if you like to watch another video, guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on my post notifications, and smash that like button.
Smash.
Peace out. Peace out. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video.
Like, what's up, danger? Like, what's up, danger?